Oh, whoa! I bought you 5 minutes.
Why?
I like this new you.
This ship.
That was easy.
We have to destroy this ship. Can you get me to the bridge?
Certainly. Follow me.
Where did the guards go? Isn't it convenient that after they restrained Buzz, they immediately left the room and went somewhere else for no reason, therefore facilitating Buzz's escape? Sometimes I want to strangle this movie. Now let's catch up with the others. Woo.
I messed this all up.
Hey, it was just a mistake. Remember what you told me?
Hey, listen to me. It was just a mistake, right, Buzz?
Yes, such profound words.
This one's different. Why? Because it's mine.
Yep, totally her fault and no one else's, as we've flawlessly established. Wait, they were all looking in Zurg's direction and did nothing before he grabbed Buzz. If this is the failure she's referring to, it's Sox, Mo, and Darby's failure too?
I'm supposed to be as good as my grandma. I'm supposed to be a Hawthorne, but I'm not.
Who told you that you had to be perfect on day one? I thought her listening to Buzz's tragic backstory would have dispelled this kind of notion. Also, I thought your through line was astrophobia, not living up to your grandmother's legacy. Am I missing something here? Oh yeah, the names are felt stickers for some reason.
Buzz?
What was that? What was that supposed to communicate? That she figured out that's where Buzz now is? She should have already known that. I mean, she just looked up at a spaceship and the music went bum bum dun dun. So unintentionally hilarious. Stupid pen. We get it. The pen is important. We already know that. Wait, why does the suit even have a pen? Don't you have a communicator / recorder in your sleeve? Why does the suit need a freaking slot for a pen?
It's again the pen. Are we gonna pay that off for what's gonna happen? We should pay it off.
My goodness. I think I nailed it.
Hey, Cat, you know how to fly this thing.
There's no fuel.
I'm feeling rage again. Darby, you already knew there was no fuel. Why are you asking a stupid question you already knew the answer to? This freaking movie. I'm guessing this line, just like the time dilation explanation, is for the audience and not because it makes sense. Because heaven forbid we respect the audience's intelligence. It's not like you just made a big deal about their only source of fuel being stolen and being used to power someone else's ship or anything.
See? This is why we should never have gotten in over our heads.
What did you want to do? Wait at the outpost until the robots found us?
Didn't they already find your outpost?
I've completely lost Buzz. He's too far away to track.
Fine. Whatever.
Everybody, inside! Get inside the ship!
Well, it did take me an hour and 16 minutes, but I finally found a singular thing that's good about this dumpster fire. Finally, a payoff that doesn't want to make me pull my hair out and vomit a metric ton of stomach acid. It shouldn't be this hard.
I don't have any more weapons.
And you had to ruin the moment with something stupid, didn't you? Literally, when did you run out of weapons? You had plenty the last time we saw. Just don't say anything more.
We're going to space.
How are you so incapable of maintaining Izzy's one character thread? Is she definitely afraid of space or not? Answer me! So they make it onto the ship.
Operation Surprise Party, here we go.
I guess this is this universe's version of a 10 hut for some reason.
We need to protect our escape ship, so don't let any robots come through that door.
Don't worry, we'll seal it off.
You go find Buzz.
I'll track the chip in his dog tags. I'm getting 2 Buzz signals. That can't be right.
Well, you kind of just broke the movie again. How did you not notice there was a second signal of Buzz's dog tags during the dogfight, the Zurg chase, or the get over here moments? Does he have to deliberately scan? Also, why does his scammer not pick up there being a second saw? Yet another thing to add to the list of things you can do for reasons.
I'll triangulate. That'll get us close enough. Come on.
A shortcut back.
Wow, a competent decisions made by our characters. I'm flabbergasted. Maybe Act 3 is salvageable. From here on, the movie cuts between 3 different things happening at once, so for both our sakes, I'll go through the sequences individually. So Zurg, forwarding slip. So Buzz finds the ship's bridge and voice commands Ivan to self-destruct the ship. Now obviously, this isn't gonna work.
You got it. Self-destruct countdown initiated.
Boy, isn't that convenient. Sometimes I just want to straight. Now, here's where I ask a question. Why is there no one at the wheel? Seriously, why are there no Cyclops here piloting the ship? Why is the bridge completely unoccupied? Well, then the plot wouldn't happen, of course. Buzz sets the self-destruct to go off in 2 minutes, which doesn't seem like enough time to escape this ship to me, but what do I know? I'm not a space ranger. But given this movie's track record of keeping track of numbers and time, let's just keep this in mind as we go along.
Buzz, you don't want any of this cool technology?
Only you, buddy. Come on.
So, Zurg teleported into the scene again, and now F-Sox is dead. I would make another joke about Buzz's lack of spatial awareness skills, like he didn't hear the loud stomping, and Buzz was looking in his direction but didn't see the massive mech suit. But all of that is a dead horse at this point. Also, I just realized that one swift movement he used to kill F-Sox instantly, he could have also used to kill Buzz. Buzz clearly didn't see him coming for no reason until after F-Sox was dead. So why didn't Zurg take the opportunity to kill both birds with one stone? My goodness, this movie is so terrible. So I would have expected a more visceral reaction from Buzz, given he just witnessed his best friend, the only one who comforted him through all these years, get murdered right in front of him. You'd think the movie would pause to reflect on this horrible moment, and there would be some sad chords playing in the back. No, F-Sox is never seen or mentioned again. There is no time to linger on this moment at all. Action, action, action. That's what you want, right? Well, that's what you get. What? You don't want mindless action? Well, too bad. Now, yes, it is kind of a different Sox. And there is another one alive right now. But emotions aren't logical. Like, just watch Young Justice. I feel like we just aren't taking the plights of our characters seriously at all here. Also, we have another kick the dog moment for Zurg here. He mercilessly killed his one constant companion because, actually, why did he do that? You know what? Let's ask our insightful creators.
Remember that moment. I have yet to be in a theater where people have seen that. Are they gonna lose their minds or is it just gonna hide fast?
It's going to happen fast.
Killing the cat is what we needed to get everyone for sure behind young Buzz. And like once they kill the cat, it's over for old Buzz.
Then why don't you dwell on it? It's like you've never made a movie before. Horseshit. But wait, there's more.
We actually had to add time to that moment because it was so shocking. We didn't want to drive past it.
Didn't want to drive past it, huh? Do you have no self-awareness? You literally cut away from this moment 10 seconds after it happened, and then F-Sox is never seen or mentioned again. It's like after this moment, he's deleted from the film. How can you be this unself-aware about something that you wrote? Ugh. When I say they cut 10 seconds after it happens, what did they use those 10 seconds for? Not somber reflection, because that would make too much sense. No, you spent it on more fighting. I just love this movie so much. So this seems a little bit out of character for old Buzz / Zurg. I get he's ongy about the betrayal being darted, but enough to kill F-Sox in cold blood instantly? But then again, I'm assuming he wants to kill the entire colony for no reason, so who really gives a crap about what his character is actually supposed to be at this point? Because the writers certainly don't, by their own admission, I might add. Also, Zurg woke up from the sedative that previously lasted a minute and a half on this woman, and is perfectly fine despite appearing to be more ancient than our current president. I bought you 5 minutes, my ass. He then got up, ran all the way to his exosuit, put it on, and then got all the way to the bridge not too far behind them. So Zurg slaps Buzz across the room and Go-Go Gadget arms him again.
Just tell me where the crystal is.
Just turn your head. It is literally on the chair beside you. Do I really need to come up with a joke for this one? The movie itself is becoming the punchline at this point.
Think we're not the same, bud. You're already me. You just don't know it yet. I'm never gonna be you. If you're not gonna be me, you're not gonna be anyone.
What am I even watching? What is this exchange? This is a two children fighting over toys level argument. You know what? Let's give this exchange the high-level analysis it clearly does not deserve. You think we are not the same. You are already me. You just don't know it yet. What does that mean? Well, Zurg is pointing out the fact that he and Buzz aren't so different after all. Gee, that's cliche. But they aren't remotely the same though. Buzz refused your time travel proposal. I thought that would be enough for you to deduce that he had changed. Oh wait, it was!
Don't understand what's happening here, Buzz. You've changed, and not for the better. I hardly recognize you, Buzz. All these new ideas. You know what? We'll go ahead and erase those too. Think we're not the same, Bud. You're already me. You just don't know it yet. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed.
I know. You think the audience is dumb and forgets things. But that doesn't give you an excuse, though. I'm never gonna be you! What is this point of this line? We, the audience, already know this because of how the movie has been structured. Also, all the things I just mentioned about in the last paragraph. Well, if you're not gonna be me, you're not gonna be anyone. He wants to kill him. I can't really think of any other way of interpreting. I've read and written fan fictions with better dialogue than this Pixar film. Think about that for 3 seconds. Or don't if you don't want to get depressed. Here's your chance, again, to squish him. Do it now. Why? Why would you do that? I thought you were trying to kill him. Do you want him to win? So because the control panel is busted, that causes the gravity to turn off, because of course that's how that works. So Buzz falls down and then he goes back up because the gravity is turned off and everything else is going up toward the ceiling. Now, I'm going to assume that the reason why this is happening because they are in orbit and the ship is heavier than everything else. And so it just looks like everything inside of it is going up, when in reality it's just orbital trajectories being misaligned or something. I'm not a science guy. So good on you for getting something right, I guess. Oh, so now that the crystal is in the air, Zurg notices it. Okay, got it. So Zurg is crawling along this. Wait. Did everyone just teleport again? Oh my goodness. Again. Seriously, Angus. Again. You're kidding me. How hard is it to keep continuity in an animated film? You literally make and control all the variables. How do you screw up this consistently? So Zurg is within arm's reach of the crystal, but then he immediately teleports to being further away, resorting to playing the monkey bars on the ceiling in order to get the crystal. Nice, cool. I didn't want anything to make sense. It's not like I have any investment left in this film anyway. Side note, for the first few frames of Zurg's mouth flashes, something that only happens when he speaks, but nothing comes out of his mouth. I'll bet $1 million dues once again that this sequence was cannibalized in the edit, therefore explaining how Zurg teleported from being beside the chair to being across the room grabbing onto the ceiling. And the poor sap who had to edit this abomination missed cutting those initial frames by accident. So Zurg meets Buzz and then reaches for the crystal. It is at this point why is he not using his Go-Go Gadget arm? He's taking so long. You can grab it right now with that pre-established ability. You're literally giving an opening for Buzz to win. No! He's dead again. Sorry, I've lost count at this point. Then Buzz jumps up and misses, shooting Zurg's head. How did you miss that at point blank range? So that causes an explosion that knocks both of them back and out. Please stop that. It's not cute, it's annoying.
The signal is tighter now. It has to be straight this way.
The door opens for them, I guess. and Izzy and Sox run into an observation area.
That's a lot of space. Together.
Then the door behind them closes and locks for no reason. Why did it open for them automatically and then lock behind them? What is the computer systems of the ship trying to do? Is it trying to lock them into the place where they can easily access where he's going to be for no reason? What is going on?
I don't understand. The signal says Buzz is 50 meters away.
He's over there.
Buzz? Are you okay?
First, why is Buzz hallucinating Alicia? Seriously, for what story reason is he seeing Alicia when it's Izzy? I could ask that about a lot of things in this film now that I think about it. Second, boy, isn't it convenient that Buzz knocking into the wall opened and activated his communicator.
No, I can't do it alone. I need help.
I'm confused. I thought he was already willing to accept help. Don't you remember when Buzz said,
What, am I gonna do the whole mission alone?
again, I know you think the audience is stupid and forgets things, but did you also forget what you wrote? How is this a big character changing moment if the change already... Buy a nickel for every time something like this happens.
Buzz, I'm not my grandma.
Izzy, I don't need your grandma. I need you.
Since when was this a through line? This feels like a payoff to something that was never set up. Like, what's going on? What is happening to the screen?
Sox, how do we get over there?
Through the airlock.
Through there? There's nothing out there.
Exactly. Nothing in your way. Just go straight across.
No!
So Izzy takes a deep breath and opens the hatch.
This. Oh, no.
Just don't look down or up. It's all space. It's everywhere. All around you.
And your 2 minutes are up. It was nice knowing you all, but you've exploded. Or at least you should be. But of course, the self-destruct doesn't go off because no one working on this film understands how time works. Ivan's sense of time must be so absurdly shot. Isn't it funny that both instances, the unstable fuel scenario and now this, Ivan just happened to lengthen the time frame to give Buzz an extra wiggle room that he wouldn't survive without. How convenient. Angus, if you say something is gonna happen in 25 seconds, I'm going to be ticked when it actually ends up taking 57. If you say something is gonna happen in 2 minutes, then why does it take 4? I'm even being liberal here. I'm giving you, like, I'm not even counting the time that elapses when you cut away. I'm being extremely liberal with my estimate. And even then, you come nowhere close to meeting your own time frame you set up. Just
don't look down or up. It's all space. It's everywhere. All around you. No, I'm sorry. I'm probably not helping.
You'd think a therapy cat would be more sensitive. Sox the cat, everyone. Good at literally everything except his actual freaking job.
Just go straight. Once you push off, that's the direction you'll go.
But what if I miss?
Don't miss.
And she's already teleported to Zurg Gap. This isn't really a story flaw, it's just a poorly conceived edit. But you wanna know it is a flaw? How is Sox hanging on to Izzy? He has no fingers or claws. So how is he staying attached to her in zero gravity in a freaking Wait, how is the robot cat talking in space? Do you not know how sound works in space? And Zurg is awake. Wait, Buzz is still sitting there? It's been 2 whole freaking minutes. And Buzz hasn't made a break for the crystal, even though Zurg has been knocked out cold, giving him no resistance. If you only got the crystal instead of twiddling your thumbs for the past 2 minutes, maybe things would have been easier. So Buzz leaps into action and... I think I've just found the worst edit in film history. We go from Buzz jumping off the wall and snap to him immediately grabbing the crystal. Mostly inoffensive, except Zurg goes from basically sitting down on the ground to a second later standing up, feet in the air, with a metal panel in his hand, ready to throw at Buzz. Just, what? How? Why? $200 million film, everyone. This movie's a torture device. And again, Zurg, why are you throwing things at him? You have a freaking gun. But no, don't use your every advantage because that would make sense. And no, we cannot have that in this film. This is just fine. All of this is just fine. So Buzz flies under the throne panel and Buzz lasers it in half because it doesn't help him at all. In fact, it actually hurts him because it causes him to be launched into the ship's joystick. Wait, why did that even happen? The script is freaking nuking itself in real time right in front of me. Who wrote that? So now the ship is tilting. Izzy is gonna have a very fun time. She does manage to grab onto one of those rod things and then doesn't fly into the abyss. Yay. But oh no, Sox is now floating into the abyss. Probably because he has no actual freaking way to hang on to any. Izzy at this point also decides to swing on the monkey bars in order to catch Sox before he's gone forever. But she comes short. Farewell, Sox. It's time to celebrate. Woo! So Sox is okay. Way to take the wind out of my sails. So Izzy and Sox are parallel to the bottom of this part of the ship. Sox overshoots the ship and drifts away while Izzy fails to reach him. Please take note of the fact that there is no monkey bars for Izzy to grab left. Then in the next shot, Izzy grabs Sox even though that's not possible. Then the next shot, Izzy is hanging onto the side of the ship and she managed to grab Sox even though by this point he should already be ridiculously far away. Teleporting characters in Lightyear? Preposterous. This is the thing that immediately broke my suspension of disbelief during my first viewing. You know, besides the whole future Buzz plot black hole, obviously. So Buzz hides behind one of the side chairs while Zurg shoots at him from the main. Oh my gosh. Did they just switch places? They teleported again! The art of editing has really been thrown to the shredder in Hollywood these days, I'm telling you. So Buzz goes out in the open because he has a death wish or something. He then drags himself into the vents beneath the floor. Zurg then starts chasing Buzz and ripping the panels from the floor with ease.
You can hide from me, Buzz. It's like hiding from yourself. I'll always find you.
So Buzz bursts from the vent easily, and he makes his way to the door that probably won't open for him. You know, unless it decides to randomly do so and lock behind him like that other door did for no reason. Then Zurg turns the gravity back on. Man, you could have done that the whole time, and all it took was a single button press. Okay. Then when Buzz impacts the ground with some force, his laser cannon falls off his arm? Let's go frame by frame. The laser is strapped around his forearm. Buzz hits the ground, his arm slams onto the ground, and then the laser flies off. Even though it's strapped around his arm and it's smacked into the ground, did the band phase through his arm? But hey, maybe the band snapped in half. The band is fine. It's completely intact and fine. It's fine. Why does nothing in this film work like it's supposed to? Zurg pauses the self-destruct timer, and it stops at a negative 1 minute and 3 seconds. Sorry, I forgot this movie uses the special needs time system, which actually means the time is actually a positive 12 seconds. You see how I could easily make that mistake. So they both get into the airlock, and the gravity comes back on.
There's no way in.
Seems a bit early to call it quits. You haven't even tried to mess with an access panel yet.
Perhaps I could help.
So the therapy cat has a blowtorch in its throat. So Sox has a dart blower, a fire extinguisher, and a blowtorch all occupying the same space inside him. Why? Oh, why does he need a blowtorch? In his mouth, he has laser eyes. I've seen them before. Why doesn't he use those? What is rules? What are consistency? Nothing matters. So Izzy uses the torch in Sox's mouth to cut a hole through the airlock doors easily. Yeah, I call bull. And why does the airlock directly connect to the bridge? So while Zurg is distracted by a hole falling out of the door with no one behind it, Buzz makes a break for his laser blaster that fell off earlier because it decided the rules of the universe shouldn't apply to it. But before Buzz could grab it, the script reminds Zurg that he indeed has a Go-Go Gadget arm, and so he uses that to drag him away. Why didn't you use that earlier?
Now!
So, Izzy was using the stealth mode to get to the laser, and she throws. What is her reception with throwing projectile weapons? Just shoot Zurg! Also, that stealth mode timer is back to lasting 10 seconds again. Wait, if Zurg is future Buzz, how did he look at the hole being punched through the wall only to see no one behind it and not immediately assume it was one of the rookies using stealth mode? Shouldn't Zurg's suit made from technology you couldn't possibly imagine be able to detect the Space Ranger suit's primitive by comparison stealth mode on its visor? I guess it's just one of the things I'm not supposed to think about. Wait, when Izzy did the spacewalk, she had her snood and helmet up, but now both of them are down. Why did she go out of her way to do that? For what reason did she have to have her hair out? Women, am I right? I'm gonna get it canceled after that. I guess this is also one of the things I'm just not supposed to think about. Zurg shoots Zurg's wrist cable. Where did Zurg go? Did he disappear from the movie? He was right there.
What is happening? Come on, let's get out of here.
We have to blow up the ship.
There's no time. We'll never make it.
Oh, yes, we will.
So Zurg's hand gets up and walks all the way back to Zurg's. Oh, Zurg's back. For a second, I thought he disappeared from the space-time continuum. I guess somebody just accidentally unchecked Zurg's armor in the render tab. Wait, Zurg's hand still has. If I had a nickel for every time a disembodied limb still had power for no reason, I'd have 2 nickels. So Buzz shoots the console, and that causes the self-destruct timer to continue, because, of course, that's how that works. You know, I think I've finally come to the realization that the writers were struggling while writing Act 3. So they just put their hands in the air and gave up. So sorry, Freudian slip again. So Buzz and Izzy put on their snoods off camera for no reason. And then they teleport away, leaving Zurg to die. He's gonna be dead, right? Let's check on the others.
Okay, we've got to protect our escape ship. So, how do we close this door?
I don't know.
You said don't worry, we'll seal it off.
Right, don't worry. We will. See? What?
Great job, guys. Because, of course, a foreign ship appearing inside the teleporter room wouldn't set the alarm off. But removing a panel does. So the robots are coming to town to investigate, I suppose.
Hey, what are you doing?
Building a bomb.
Guess we're paying off the stupid line now. But hey, maybe we'll be less stupid than...
A pen?
No.
Shut up about this stupid pen.
Here.
Wait, where did she get the gun?
Never mind.
Give me the wrapper.
Okay.
Give me the gun. Come on! There.
She built a bomb out of an alien teleporter, a wrapper, and a piece of freaking gum. Who wrote this?
When they step on it, it'll blow up.
What if they don't step on it? I mean, I wouldn't step on that, would you?
That's a great point, Mo. I didn't think you had it in you.
And we need to drop something heavy on it.
So they both mess around in the ducts, and Darby unscrews a bolt with her bare, gloved hands. Great. That makes no sense. But don't take my word for it. Take theirs.
There's no way you could loosen that kind of hardware without a tool.
If that is the quibble with any of the realism of or believability in this movie, then we should all consider ourselves happy.
Unfortunately, it's not my only quibble with realism.
Get this straight. When this falls on your bomb, it'll definitely explode.
Yes!
And that'll seal the door.
Yes!
So removing the bolts causes that section of the duct to lower. Why is it designed to slide down like that?
We better hurry.
Hey, why is Mo up there with you if he isn't doing anything? Also, those robots are taking their sweet, sweet time getting here. Okay, now they're here. Great. So they don't step on the bomb because they aren't stupid. Just ignore the one who face planted into the front of a ship. That guy had brain damage. Mo makes a noise for no reason, and then the robots predictably look up. They all point their guns at them and prepare to fire. So he pulls her surrender string This thing. And that breaks the duct. It falls in the bomb and explodes. So the robots die, the path is closed, and Mo and Darby are alive somehow. So everyone makes it back to the armadillo and gets in quick. Wait, teleporters can only send them to this teleporter room. How are they getting out? So Buzz inserts the crystal. Oh, they're fine. They are just fine. They're fine, all right? Shut up. They're fine.